All right, my loves. Hi. So we are getting through all of 10B pretty much. We're on our level fours, which is awesome. I kind of do think you guys will find the level four is probably easier than what we've done before. Essentially, what level four is that you can use two-way tables to calculate conditional probabilities. Okay. So to start, I just want to say that we're like super, 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 super proud of you guys. All right. We understand that like low key this sucks. Um, but thank you for always trying your best. Thank you for participating when you can. Thank you for your emails. Thank you for, I don't know, when we see each other and you're like, oh, hi, like, love it. Miss you guys so much more than you know. I just, again, want to say thank you. Also, low key, y'all killed Thursday's CFA practice thing, which if you're in my class, I'll put in maybe potentially at the end of today. Probably like yeah, okay, yeah, I'll put it in by the end of today. So today being Monday. If you're in the other classes, I don't know exactly when they're gonna put it in, but just so you guys know, you did do pretty well. And again, we are super, super proud of y'all. Quick reminder of what I'm talking about. Last week we finished with pretty much calculating joint and marginal counts and frequencies. Again, remember what we have is the total, which is down here. I'm sorry, the total, which is always that bottom right hand corner. The joint is going to be the stuff in the middle. The marginal is going to be the stuff on the outside. All right. The bigger one that we need a quick refresher about, though, is conditional probability. So conditional probability is the one here where it's like P of A given B. So the way that this is read is the probability of A given B, right? The probability of A given B. B, the second one there, is called the condition. That means that has to be true. Right? That's our known part. That's what has to already have happened. There's a formula. We talked about the formula before. So the probability of A given B is the probability of the intersection of A and B over the probability of B. But like low key, legit, all you need to know is you need to know both. You need to know the condition. I've gotten some feedback that like sometimes it gets a little bit too wordy or sometimes it gets a little bit too like complex. So what I'm trying to do with this one today is make it legit as simple as possible. Okay. So what we are going to be working with is this table that was actually from one of the ed puzzles from last week. So the situation is that there's 200 people who were born in this. Sorry, that's my pup. So there were 200 people born in the summer months, and they were asked if they preferred to drive trucks or cars. So the data is summarized here in the two-way table. All right. So the summer months, we're talking June, July, and August. And then of those people who were born in June, July, or August, they were asked if they prefer to drive trucks or if they prefer to drive cars. So you guys kind of know how to read these already. Clearly, there's 85 total who drove trucks. There's 115 total who drove cars. So if you add those two together, there's 200 people, which backs up what was said here. This 28 is going to represent those who were born in June and also drives trucks. This 27 is going to be that they were born in July and drive trucks. You guys pretty much know this before. So like quick review, if I were to ask you how many people were born in June out of those 200, that's going to give you the 78 because if I add all these here, that's that. Okay, but the goal for today is what I have highlighted here in orange. So I want to know this probability. This is kind of the goal. If you guys can answer these by the end of today, you'll be golden and you're on your way to a 4. So dope. So if it is known that a person was born in June, what is the probability that they prefer to drive a truck? In other words, I want you to find the probability of a truck given they were born in June. All right, these are the types of problems you guys are going to be able to answer today. There are legit 3 steps to this. Okay, step number 1, you need to determine the condition and find the condition count. That's just how many people is that condition true for. Number 2, find the both count. So how many people is both the condition and the other event true for? And then legit just write it as a fraction. So the condition count is going to be what we consider like our whole. So remember, if we were talking about probabilities, it's always a par over a whole. So we're going to call our condition count the whole. So we're only looking at people where the condition is true. And then of all of those people where the condition is true, how many people is the other part also true? And whatever that both count is what's going to go on top. Okay? We're going to go through a couple of examples and hopefully it'll be a little bit clearer there. As we go through these examples, since it is an ed puzzle, there's going to be a lot of questions for you to answer. Okay, so right now, Conditional probabilities, two-way tables. Again, what you're looking for is the both over the condition. So if it's known that a person was born in June, what's the probability they prefer to drive a truck? In other words, find the probability of the truck given June. So right off the bat, the first question of the day is, what is the condition, or what do we know has to already be true? So I need you guys to tell me, what is the condition? Is the condition going to be trucks, or is the condition going to be that they were born in June? So hopefully you guys remember that the condition is always that second part. So in this case, the condition is going to be that they were born in June. So we can see that in the way that the formula is written in the probability statement, and we can also see that in the way the question is worded, right? It said, if it is known that a person was born in June. So this born in June has to be true. Those are the only people that we care about. All right, so the condition is that they were born in June. So my next question is going to be, how many people interviewed were born in June? Because we're only looking at June, we can legit ignore all of those other columns, right? All of these columns mean nothing to me. All I want to know is how many people were born in June. So again, how many people were born in June? So hopefully you guys found that the total of June is going to be this 78. Again, it was the sum of these joints to get this marginal count. So my condition is that there are 78 people who were born in June. So now, of these 78 people, how many people prefer to drive trucks? So hopefully you notice that we're only looking at that one box there. The only box that is true for both June and trucks is going to be this 28. So because our total count is the 78, both is going to be 28. Legit, the probability of trucks given June, the conditional, the 78 is on bottom. The both part, 28 is on top. It's 28 over 78. That's it. All right, that is all it is. So we're going to walk through that process again. If it is known that a person was born in June, so same condition, what is the probability that they prefer to drive a car? So again, we kind of already talked about how our condition is the same. So my condition is still born in June. So the next question I'm going to ask you guys is, how many people interviewed were born in June? Hopefully you're looking just at that column. So we know that there were 78 who were born in June. I need to know how many people is it true that they were born in June and they also prefer to drive cars. Once you know that number, tell me what is the probability that they drive a car or they prefer to drive cars given they were born in June. All right, so you need to find both, put that both one on top, put the conditional one on bottom. That's it. So hopefully there you put the 50 over the 78. All right, we're gonna move on. It's true. The one we practiced was just looking at June, so now we're going to look at a different condition. This time my condition is going to be, actually I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to read you the question, you can tell me. So if it's known that a person prefers to drive trucks, what is the probability they were born in August? So again, what is the condition? Hopefully, if you guys read through it again, if it is known that they prefer to drive trucks. So trucks is going to be my condition, which means I'm only looking at this row. If you were in class, what I would do is like legit with my arm cover the rest of the table because we don't care about the rest of the table. I'm only looking at the people who like to or who prefer to drive trucks. So I'm only looking here. So I need you guys to tell me how many people prefer to drive trucks. Hopefully you guys just said 85, right? 85 is going to be the total for the trucks there. Now, out of these 85, how many people were born in August? So we know that we're only looking there at that 30. Really simply, what is the probability that they were born in August given they prefer to drive trucks? So put the both count on top, put the condition count on bottom. I'll give you a chance to do that. And hopefully you went ahead and put the 30 over the 85. All right, like legit, that's all this is. Okay. So the next two I'm going to go ahead and let you try them out on your own. So on your own, if we know that a person was born in July, what is the probability they prefer trucks? In other words, find the probability of trucks given July. So again, you're finding the condition first, find the both count, and then put the both over the condition. Okay, so hopefully you guys saw that your condition is going to be that they were born in July. So I'm looking at just these numbers here because just that column represents the kids who were born in July. All right. So now, if I know that they were born in July, how many of these people who were born in July prefer to drive trucks? So for that probability, hopefully you got 27. Legit, all you're going to do is put 27 over 54 and you're done. All right, so we're going to give you another chance. Or let me go ahead and write that out for you guys just so it makes clear. Again, 27 was for both over 54. So 27 represented my both. 54 represented my condition. So it was 27 over that 54. All right, I'm going to give you guys this last one. I'm not going to give you the answer, actually. This is going to be our way to determine whether or not you got it on your own. All right, so last but not least, if we know a person prefers to drive cars, what is the probability they were born in July? In other words, find the probability of July given they prefer to drive a car. So you have all the information there that you need. You can go back if you need a refresher. Again, find the condition count, find the both count, put the both as the numerator, put the condition as the denominator, and that's it. All right, my loves, have a good day. Go ahead and get this done. And again, super proud of you.